All right. Example 2. Now, here again, I want you to go ahead and write this down before we go through it. So go to pause the video, write it down, and actually draw the picture too. And we'll come back to it. All right. So trusting that you guys already wrote the problem down, you stopped it and everything. So let's go ahead and go through this. And again, we're going to go ahead and take a look at it through Elmo. All right. Now, a pier forms an 85-degree angle with the shoreline. With a straight shore. At a distance of 100 feet from the pier, the line of sight to the tip forms a 37-degree angle. So, in other words, it's talking about the line of sight to the tip of the pier forms a 37-degree angle. And here, this one's already given to you. Like, that part's already in the picture that's given to you. They already tell you this is the line of sight. They tell you this is the pier. And so they want to know, they want you to find the length of the pier, so the pier, to the nearest foot. So here, what are we trying to find? And if you looked at the picture already, and you already drew it out, we're looking for the pier. So that's what we're trying to find. It's C, side C. Not an angle or anything of that sort. We're trying to find side C. All right, so now let's take a look at this. It says a pier forms a 85-degree angle with a straight shore. So this is our shoreline right here. So this is our shoreline. And with that, it says it forms an 85-degree angle. Now, we know when it comes to, and I'm just drawing this so you can get a visual. We know here that a right angle goes straight up and down. And it goes like that. So this is a right angle. If it's an 85-degree angle, that means it should be less than a 90-degree angle, right? Okay, so if we look at this part here, this part is actually bigger than a 90-degree angle, right? Because if it's 90, that means it would go straight up and down here. So if this is bigger than a 90-degree angle, that means this side of the pier has to be 85 degrees. Because again, this side right here is greater than 90 degrees. It's an obtuse angle on this side. And so that case, and with this, again, don't think too much into it because this picture is already given to you in the actual, with the example. So you don't have to try to figure out, like, why is this in this spot? Why is it in that spot? Really, the picture's already given to you, so you just have to kind of go with what they give you. So it's okay. So just accept it. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so this is 85. So we have to figure out what is the angle of this side. So all we do is 180, because we know this whole thing right here is a straight angle, right? A straight angle is 180 degrees, because that's like a half of a circle. So this straight angle is 180 degrees all the way through. So if it's 180 degrees, and we already have 85 as one side, so if we subtract those two, we should figure out what this side is over here on this side. And if you subtract it, you get 95 degrees. So again, this right here is 180 degrees altogether because it's a straight angle. One line is a straight angle. So that's 180 degrees. If one part of it is 85 already, so 180 minus 85 will give us what this piece is. And so that is 95. Again, 180 minus the 85 gives us what's left over. So that's 95 degrees right here. Okay. And so they give us two angles there. And it says that from the second sentence says, at a distance of 100 feet from the pier, the line of sight forms. So 100 feet from the pier, and there's a line of sight right there. So 100 feet from the pier to the line of sight is 100 feet. Okay, so that's 100 feet right there. And they want you to tell them side C. Now here, when it comes to just this triangle that we're looking at, and I'm going to go ahead and color that in so you can see the triangle we're talking about. And again, we're not talking about a right triangle, so that therefore you cannot use Pythagorean theorem for this at all, if you even try to. So here, for this triangle right here, they gave you a side and they gave you two angles. So if they give you two angles and a side, are we using law of sine or are we using the law of cosine? I hope everybody's saying the same thing of law of sine. All right, that's the same thing as what we just did on the last problem, the last word problem. So again, law of sine. Okay, so here we're trying to find what C is. But again, do they give us two of the same things? Oops, I'm sorry, I forgot off the B up here. There should be a B. That should be angle B. All right, so it gave us two angles and a side, but do we have anything that matches? No. So that means, again, just like we did with the example 2 for law of sines, and like we did on the last problem, we have to find that third angle first so we can have an angle B and a side B given to us. So, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Bam, bam, bam. We know that all three of these angles add up to 180. We have two of the angles, so we should be able to find that third angle really easily. So that's 95 here. Again, we don't know what B is. C is 37. 180. So again, we're going to add those two angles together and subtract from 180 and get an answer. So the answer everybody should have gotten on that one is B equals 43. Sorry, 48. 48. So 48 degrees. Okay, so at this point, we have now B and B, angle B, side B. Let's go and label this 2. So we have an angle B and a side B now. We have angle C, and we need to find side C. So again, we're going to do sine B over B, because that's what they gave us, and sine C over C. And again, don't second guess yourself, you guys. You guys are too smart for that. Don't second guess yourself. Trust yourselves. If you can do it like this, you can do it by yourself. You can do it at any time. When it comes to that final exam, you'll be able to do it too. I believe in you guys. I trust you guys. You can do this. Come on. Trust yourselves. All right, so we filled in the information again like we normally do. We're going to cross multiply like we normally do. So as you notice, I'm not writing out the steps because I know you've done this a good number of times, so I'm not trying to do that multiple times over and over and over again. All right, then we're going to just divide by sine 48 here. And we're going to put that in the calculator and get an answer. All right, so for those that need to see it in a calculator, again, we did alpha y equals, so the alpha button, alpha y equals, and that gave us the, alpha y equals, and hit enter, and it gives you that fraction bar. Let's do this, sorry, my fault. Alpha y equals, and it gives us your fraction bar. We put in the 100, sine 37, all over sine 48. And make sure again we're in degree mode because we should be in degree mode. Oops, sorry. Oh, sorry, mode. So we're in degree mode. Do second quit. All right, and then we hit enter to make sure because we're in degree mode, so we're good. So when it comes to this part, we get approximately 80, let's say 80.98 approximately. And here, because we're trying to make sure that we round it to the nearest foot right there, we need to round this to a whole number. So that means this is going to be approximately 81, and the units is foot, so 81 feet. And again, the important part is make sure that you have the units there. If not, we're going to either take points off or I'm going to just mark it wrong. So make sure you have the units. It's vital, very vital. That's example 2.